Yeah. This is the energy that I am starting with today. Hello, my fam. It's Perez. What a week it has been. And today, I need to start off right away, cutting to the chase. I've never seen a single episode of Teen Mom before. I admit it. But I love a mess. And there is probably no messier Teen Mom star than Janelle Evans. Farrah Abram is well, that's another conversation. They may be tied, but there has been a bombshell development in the ongoing saga of Janelle Evans this year. Her dog died. Allegedly, her husband murdered the dog after he bit the baby. And now we're finding out, according to the police, that Janelle made it up. Allegedly. That's what the police want us to believe. Or that's what she told the police and convinced them is true. But I need to know, where's the damn dog? Where is the dog? If her husband didn't murder the dog, then they abandoned the dog. Shouldn't you be brought up on charges for that? Police now claim that Janelle made those allegations up for publicity. That she told them that. Let me read to you the statement from the Columbus County Sheriff's Office in Whiteville, North Carolina. They say her account changed of what happened when she initially called the police and then when they went to go interview her, and she wasn't consistent. They say, quote, Columbus County Sheriff's Office criminal investigators located no physical evidence to substantiate that the allegations against David Eason are factual. The evidence collected indicates that the allegations of animal cruelty were fabricated. Therefore, Columbus County Sheriff's Office is closing this investigation. No charges will be filed in this case. All right, let's believe what they are saying for a minute. I'm just going to say it. She is not a very bright person. Did she even graduate high school? I don't know. She probably didn't think through the consequences of that false claim if it was false. She lost her children as a result of it, eventually got them back. Then she got fired from MTV as a result of it. MTV better not hire this woman back. Do you think MTV should rehire her? I mean, if the basis for firing her was the animal thing, either the guy killed the animal or... I just had food come out of my mouth. Either the guy killed the animal or not. Unless the dog all of a sudden miraculously appears, I'm going to say that they mistreated the dog. They abandoned the dog. An animal was in their care and no longer is. Animal cruelty, that's a charge, right? If you abandon your dog, isn't that animal cruelty? Just that charge alone, animal cruelty, should be enough for MTV to fire somebody. Honestly, that show has run its course. But then again, I say the same thing about the Kardashians, and that's on the air. I say the same thing about the Housewives, and that's still on the air, too. Well, speaking of these teen mom stars, I mentioned yesterday how Amber Portwood got... YouTube demonetized. I am so not happy with YouTube this week. YouTube demonetized my video yesterday. But I guess I'm partly to blame. I knew I should not have put in the title Amber Portwood's machete attack, or whatever the heck the title was yesterday. But I can't talk about that. This one, I am not putting it in the title or the description. So hopefully my video isn't demonetized. But an update on the Amber Portwood drama. According to those close to her, she had no drugs in her system when her violent altercation happened with her baby daddy. That actually makes things worse, doesn't it? I could understand more why she did what she did if she would have had drugs in her system. At least I have something to look forward to today. Later, I'm doing a photo shoot with my kids. Yay, that'll be fun. Quality content, hoping. All right, I don't even want to spend a single more minute talking about Teen Mom, but I do want to talk about another reality TV mother, Audrina Patridge, who called the police on her ex, Corey Bowen, the BMX rider, after he failed to turn over their daughter at a pre-scheduled exchange because they share custody. It happened on the 4th of July. She was supposed to have her daughter that day. He didn't respond to her texts or calls. And then the police got involved. You know, I could understand this dude being a dude and probably also maybe not being very bright, assuming he had his daughter this 4th of July and Audrina has the child the next 4th of July because they're going to alternate. But he should have been responsive. He should have gotten back to her. Total random note and aside. Yesterday, I got the bill for my son's recent surgery. I have a really expensive insurance. I spend so much money every month for me, my mom, and the kids. And you know how much I had to pay out of pocket for my son's insurance? $3,000, just a little bit under, like almost exactly $3,000. Why pay so much every month if then I'm going to have to pay so much as well? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways, that guy seems like... It sucks that Audrina is tied to him for at least 17 more years, but thankfully, she's no longer married to him. All right, before I move on to more Meghan Markle drama, this poor woman, I need to give a shout out to two very special members of my fam. Cheers to Kelly Kincaid. I love you, Kelly Kincaid. And cheers to La Fina. Te quiero, La Fina, eres muy fina. All right. First, people were upset at Meghan Markle for having a no photo rule at Wimbledon. Then people were upset at Meghan Markle for wearing jeans to Wimbledon. Now people are mom-shaming Meghan Markle for how she carried her baby at a recent polo match that she took baby Archie to. I don't recall, did Kate Middleton get this much? You know, maybe she did. I think, hopefully it doesn't get to her. I mean, it probably does get to her, to be honest, but hopefully she can have some perspective on it. She's new. She's the new one. She's an American. She's not British. She's part black. All of these factors play into everything that's happening right now. It's definitely not fair, but I hope she knows that it will not last forever. It can't. Or maybe it can. Not really. I mean, it won't last forever. It won't. Here's the perfect example. People don't care about Prince Charles anymore. So Meghan, It may last a long time, but it won't last forever. You will see the other side, okay? I am sending you home. Home. All right. From Meghan Markle to another bomb mom, Pink has decided, you know what? Screw the parent shamers. I'm going to post a photo of my kids on my Instagram if I want to, which she had previously said that she wouldn't. She shared a photo of her children running through water, playing out in the yard. And she said, quote, "Here's a picture of my children running through water. It wasn't even filtered. What a waste of water. And no helmet. I hope she had sunscreen. If she slips and falls, she may be traumatized for life. And her mother wasn't even there. I was gasped, working in another country. Hashtag Instagram is fun. Hashtag F the parenting police. Hashtag if you feel like unfollowing, please go do it quickly. Hashtag opinions are like blank holes. So many blank holes." All right, let's talk music, because that's my biggest passion in life after my children and theater. Well, theater's right up there. Maybe even, I like music more than theater. No, I love the theater as well. But I can access music more regularly than going to the theater. Beyonce's new song, which I talked about yesterday, Spirit from The Lion King. It wasn't just me who didn't like it. The song has not... Beyonce heard me talking about her. The song has not been streaming well, unfortunately. It didn't even crack the top 100 on Spotify, and it didn't even make it into the top 30 on Apple Music. It did do better on Apple Music. I think it reached the 30s, but that's not a good look. A brand new song from Beyonce, and the heat was not there, probably because it's not a good song. She sounds amazing in it. The Lion King soundtrack also came out, and my one recurring thought was, I want Beyonce to just re-record all of these songs by herself. The new Elton John song, though, I really like. It almost felt like an old Elton John song that he had never released before. You know, like a really good one. Just done up in the Lion King production. I loved it. All right. I do love social media, even though I don't love how much time I spend on it. But I'm also old enough and aware enough to know that most social media, besides mine, is fake. I show you guys the real. I show you guys my highs and my lows. But not everybody's like me. Most people aren't like me. In fact, Olivia Culpo revealed that she recently was going through a very intense period of depression, but faked it for the gram and was pretending to live this perfect life. Things were so bad that she was even abusing alcohol and smoking a lot and who knows, probably doing other things. And that just got me to thinking, you know, do influencers have a responsibility to be authentic, to share when they're feeling less than perfect? She did it after the fact, after she was already feeling better. I don't know. I'm a sharer. I just like being honest and real. And I guess if I was just posting photos, it would be easier to fake things. But I put a lot of video content up, and you could see it in my face. You could hear it in the tone of my voice if I'm not feeling well. And we're human. We're not always going to feel 100% every day. Even Kelly Ripa. I'm sure she's got her days where she's just okay on TV. I love Kelly Ripa, by the way. If she's ever watching this clip right now, you're amazing. She's so talented at what she does. And just talented. She's a great actress too. She should do more acting. But she's so rich and living a nice cush life that she... Well, I would still want to do acting every once in a while if I was her. Or like really challenge herself and do a play. She could. I'd love to see Kelly Ripa do a Broadway play. Kelly Ripa, let me inspire you to do that. And if that happens, fly me out to New York and my kids. Put us all on your show. And I want to be there at opening night. Or maybe cast me as well during the summer months so the kids can come out too. I'm a dork. You know, it's great to still get excited by ideas and thoughts and to dream big. I still am. All right, moving on. Happy news. Congratulations to Heidi Klum, the America's Got Talent judge, has gotten married. She's, I think, 44? No, I think she might be older. Let me see. How old is Heidi Klum? Heidi Klum is 46. I was pretty close with 44. 46, looks amazing. And in February, we just found out she got married to her 29-year-old boyfriend, Tom Collitz, a fellow German and one of the members of that band I don't really like, Tokyo Hotel. Actually, that's not true. I didn't like their early stuff, but they've released new stuff that I do like. Look at me. You know, I can be objective and honest. I always am. I always am. Well, I'm subjective in that I clearly have an opinion and it's strong, but I like to think that I can be objective too. If that makes any sense. All right, from America's Got Talent over to The View, Meghan McCain and her team continue to plant stories. They are doing everything possible to get her more money for her renegotiation for next season. The newest headline, Meghan McCain is said to treat her job on The View like she's going to war every day. Well, me too, girl. That's called being a grown-up. It's a battlefield out there, and you got to be thinking strategy. You got to always be on the offensive, not the defensive. I am at war every day. That's why I'm so good at what I do. I'm not just coasting. I am like, pow, 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 poo! But well, I'm not just at war. What am I? I'm at war. No, I'm not at war. I'm not at war every day. I'm an architect. I am building, creating, designing, making stronger, reinforcing, and making everything look really pretty. Because war means destruction, and I'm creating. And keep on keeping on. She's doing a great job on the show. I loved all she had to say about Kourtney Kardashian. Smart and strategic to pick a beef with a Kardashian, hoping that they could or would respond back. Get that clap back, girl. Get that clap back. All right, Miley Cyrus. You guys, I need your help here. I am going to read to you what Miley Cyrus said in a new interview about her marriage. She told Elle, quote, I think it's very confusing to people that I'm married, but my relationship is unique, and I don't know that I would ever publicly allow people in there because it's so complex and modern and new that I don't think we're in a place where people would get it. I mean, do people really think that I'm at home in a blanking apron cooking dinner? Can we read through the lines? Did Miley basically just say she has an open marriage? Or they're swingers? Or Will and Jada in it? I don't know if Will and Jada do that, but I really love that it's turned the coral I wanted it to be. It's become less orange. It truly is coral now. All right, moving on. She's totally a swinger. Dog the Bounty Hunter has sat down for a new interview about his late wife, Beth Chapman. And there's one thing that really struck me in this interview, which I want to put it to the floor. you're on the floor. It's your time to chime in right after I'm done with this. Dog reveals that Beth told him the following. For 2 to 3 years, she knew this might happen. So she would say, who is going to sit next to you? And I said, no one. Big Daddy, you better not let another girl take my place. I said, I won't. Was that fair of Beth Chapman to tell her husband not to find another girlfriend or another wife? I don't even think he's that old. Let me see how old he is. Dog the Bounty Hunter is... How old is he? Dog the Bounty Hunter, does he have... He is 66. You know, up there in age, but not that old. He could still live another 25 years if he's in good health or more. If I was blessed enough to be in a marriage, and if I was happy in that marriage and had a great marriage, and if I died, I would want my partner to move on and have happiness again, because I loved them that much. I would want that for them. It wouldn't even bother me if they started dating right away, because that could be a nice distraction. Because losing the great love of your life must be incredibly traumatic. Was that fair of Beth Chapman to say that? Let me know. I don't think it was. Because you're putting him in a position to lie, I think. Or feel guilty if he does in the future and you're dead. Anyways, in other news, an update on A$AP Rocky. Did I mess this up? Oh, I totally messed this up. I should have put the Beyonce thing here. Oh well, whatever. More music news. It's Friday. The Swedish prison that A$AP Rocky is being held in is denying his camp's claims that he is being subjected to inhumane conditions. In fact, they recently renovated the prison. If you want more information on that, click the link down below. Of course, like always, if you want to read, see, or hear more, I will have all of the links down below. In more music news, Justin Bieber is on vacation with Hailey Bieber. They were in Disney World, and he wrote this really nice post about wanting to have daddy and daughter dates in the future. He says, quote, not hinting at anything soon. I'm not in a rush. I just want to enjoy you by yourself for a while. He said that publicly to Hailey Bieber. Thank God they're not rushing into having a baby, because Justin Bieber's still got a lot of issues to work through. Speaking of Bieber, yesterday, the remix of Billie Eilish's Bad Guy was released. Awful. I love Billie Eilish so much, and I could not hate Bieber's version of Bad Guy more. It's awful. Awful. And it's so sad because he was her childhood idol, crush. She shared this photo of her with posters of Justin Bieber all over her room. And she and her brother should have just told Bieber, can you try this again? They didn't ruin the song because the original version still sucks, but that version sucks. Is it just me? No, it isn't just me. It sucks, right? More music-related news. Cardi B has released a snippet of a new song to celebrate her daughter Culture's birthday. I think it's just a random one-off song. It's a song about her daughter and about haters as well. Happy birthday, Culture. 1 year old. Yeah, I don't think it's a single or even going to be an album track. It's not bad, but it's not bad. It's just very average. Very average. Link down below if you're curious to hear it. More music-related news. God, the early 2000s is now the 90s. It's vintage. So much so that Jessica Simpson is writing her first ever book, and it will be a memoir, a tell-all about her life. So yes, you better expect a lot of tea about Nick Lachey. That didn't work out, but he's been happily married for a long time since, and so has she. And let us end things today with some very positive news. Kanye West, I mentioned earlier this week, was the third highest earning celebrity on Forbes' new list. And he is doing some good too. According to Forbes, Kanye is developing a line of low-income housing units based on Star Wars. Seriously, he is making these structures that look like spaceships that he intends to market to low-income people. Yeah, I think that's cool. And I love it. You know, he's got so much money, he can do what he's passionate about and whatever tickles his pickle. Whatever fancy concoction he can think of, he can explore. So I'm going to think of and try, maybe, hopefully, I'll do like mini videos Saturday and Sunday. We'll figure it out. Or you know what? I may not even do anything this weekend. I don't even know. All I'm committing to is you and me forever and ever. We're in this for life. I love you. If you enjoyed this, what do you need to do? Have you hit the like button yet? Have you gotten a cameo from me at cameo.com/Perez Hilton? Those are personalized videos. Have you turned the notifications on so you could chat with me during the live chats, during the premieres on YouTube? Are you following me on Instagram or the website on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Tumblr? Screw Facebook. Snapchat, everywhere. You're all awesome. You are so awesome. You, yes, you are so awesome.